All right. We have Phil Foshi from our brand new MVP, Streamline Fulfillment. They're based in Washington State, right, Phil?
That's correct. Central Washington.
Yep. Phil's going to give you guys a brief overview of what they do, who they are, how you can use their services, and everything you need to know. So, with that, I will turn it over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Melissa. AIA team, we are excited to be here. It's been a long time coming. We started talks on this MVP partnership, gosh, probably 6-7 months ago. So it's nice that we are finally an MVP partner, and we are excited to begin to work with all you to field calls, questions, provide quotes, just be of value and support to you and your teams. Ultimately, I'm going to roll through a short overview deck of who we are, what we do. It's really high level, and then we'll open it up for questions, pending that Melissa has enough time for us. And I'm looking forward to hearing what questions you guys have. Furthermore, you'll have a direct contact info for me and my team here at Streamline. We want to hear from you guys. We want you guys to ask us questions, whether it's quoting us or having us quote your jobs, or if you're just looking to get additional feedback for what's going on in the logistics industry. I'm sure you guys have a pretty good grasp on the state of the union in terms of the supply chain, in terms of what's going on. We have a lot of really great insight and are on the phone with our partners each and every day, whether it's discussing port congestion, what they're doing to try to alleviate some of that burden, what trucking routes are looking like from west to east, what LTL capacity is, anything in between. So if you have questions, whether it's around quotes or just state of the union, always feel free to reach out. Cool. With that being said, I'm going to roll into a short presentation and we'll open up for questions. Awesome. Can everyone see my screen? Cool.
We're good.
All right. So Streamline Fulfillment. Who are we? So first and foremost, myself, Phil, I am our co-president, and I head up all of our sales and marketing efforts for our company. To the right of me is my partner, Carl. He's a co-president and also the director of our operations. So Carl oversees all of our employees in our warehouses, our operations team, and ultimately controls the day-to-day and what goes on with how your packages are, or your kits are assembled, and ultimately how they get out the door. So where are we located? We're located in beautiful Central Washington. Actually, our warehouse is about 15 feet from the Columbia River. So we have great views of the mountains and the river all year long. Right now, it's starting to get cold, so we're going to see some snow here this week, and we're not super excited for that, but we love this area. It's absolutely beautiful, and right in the middle of the state. So currently, we have 30,000 square feet of space, and we are expanding rapidly. So we're looking, we're currently in the process of building a building over here that's going to be 75,000 square feet. We're in the process of greenfielding that. So it's probably going to be about a year and a half, but we have ample space on hand currently. So really our process, we're big on process and having folks understand who we are and what we do. So this is our mission. It's trust, tailor, execute. And really what we mean by this is we believe there's 3 areas that vendors or our partners need to look for or look to us and understand when they're working with us. And number 1, that's trust. We want to establish trust with all of our clients. We understand that you put a lot of faith in us to get your goods to the end user. And we understand that we're that person that's behind the scenes and not seen. So, we understand there's a big level of trust that you put in us to deliver your goods. Tailor, ultimately, we're not a one-trick pony. We want to make sure that we can tailor our services to meet your needs, whether that's a tailored approach with how we get the goods to the end user, whether that's shipping of alcoholic products or custom printed boxes, everything in between. So we really want to tailor our solution to fit your needs, not the other way around. and ultimately execute on the strategy that we come up with together, and to deliver a really good presentation and final product to your end users. How do we establish trust? Again, going back to trust, this is the biggest component of our business. We want you guys to believe in what we do. We want you to believe in our processes and know that we're going to get your goods to your end customers in a satisfactory condition. So to establish trust, we say what we do what we say, we check in constantly, we have really good lines of communication. So really the three pillars of Streamline Fulfillment. Promotional products, kitting, and fulfillment is just a small piece of our business. We are a full e-commerce and B2B distribution business as well. So we work with 3 of the largest snow ski manufacturers in the world. We had 4 shipping containers arrive yesterday. So my team is currently hard at work getting approximately 60,000 cartons of snow skis and boots around the country to their end users, which is snow ski shops, before the snow starts flying, which is a little late in the season. But unfortunately, with supply chain issues, the products are just getting here. E-commerce, we work with folks that do small runs of t-shirts, from company stores to we work with some large shoe manufacturers, and we even do solar panels as well. So we got a really unique set of products in our warehouse. And then ultimately, promotional products. We love this space. We love seeing what you guys put together, the creative solutions that you send to your clients, and I love putting those kits together. Okay. So a Streamline solution. My partner and I got into this business and started Streamline because of issues we were having with other fulfillment vendors at past companies not being able to do what we needed them to do. They might have done e-commerce, or they might have done retail distribution, but nobody could do it all, or nobody wanted to play in the space of doing it all. So really, our whole mission, what we've developed, is what we call a Streamline solution. And really that's we combine the different sectors of fulfillment and ultimately create a robust offering to meet all of your needs. And we do that by, our warehousing. We have great software and technology to integrate to things like company stores, to where we alleviate a lot of the paper processes there. We do that custom kitting like I was talking about, and ultimately provide seamless communication, so where your jobs stand, what's going on, and you're not trying to send 10 emails going, hey, can I get this quoted, or when are my packages going to be delivered? Okay. Warehousing, pretty straightforward, 30,000 square feet. Everything's safe, secure. It's all 24-hour monitored, so you can be really confident that nothing's going to happen to your goods. They're going to be stored in the manner that you would expect them to be stored. We have full receiving capabilities with several loading docks and ground level receiving as well. And all of your products, we have real-time inventory, so we can set up you with a customer portal, and you can view exactly the counts of what comes into our warehouse at any given time. So integrations, I touched on this a little bit. I've been in conversations with AIA and several owners as a whole on this, but we have a lot of integration capabilities, especially to company stores. So we are in the process of working on a direct integration to eBlocks, specifically with AIA, but we integrate with most major e-commerce shopping carts, and we also have connections to Bright stores as well. So Streamline Fulfillment, really, we have the ability to do single or multi-item picking. We get orders from one item to, we have certain orders for one boutique company we work with where they range from 10 to 30 items per order. So we have the ability and the processes in place to pick those orders accurately. And what I mean by accurate is we have a 99.9% accuracy on all of our picking. Everything has live picking verification. Everything's picked electronically, so that all the components you see when they've been scanned, you see when they go in the box, and ultimately when that box gets loaded on the truck through our customer portal. Order customization. Obviously, we know things happen. We know that kitting projects, especially, are moving targets. Sometimes your customers come back to you and say in the final hour, hey, we want to change this. That's okay. We understand that. We can handle those change orders. We can customize your orders as needed, and ultimately a timely turnaround. So with kitting projects, we will discuss a timeline beforehand. On average, if you send us a quote for a 3,000 piece kitting order, we can get those done in the same day. So we have the scale and the processes in place to handle large volume in a short amount of time. And ultimately, for company store or e-commerce orders, if our order is received by 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it is same day turnaround. Company store fulfillment. So I talked a little bit about this throughout this presentation so far, but we have live inventory so you can see exactly what's on hand. We do cycle counts weekly. Same day fulfillment if the orders are received before 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are able to do rush order capabilities. We ask that the orders are received before 3 p.m. But if you have a dire emergency, call me, say, Phil, my customer needs this today. You can send those order and we'll do the best we can to get those out. And then ultimately, return and reprocessing. We offer free returns and free return processing up to 50 orders per month. So if you have instances where you have an item that gets returned, please send those over and we can get that taken care of. And ultimately, the direct integration to all the company store platforms. Custom kitting. This is probably the wheelhouse that you guys will work in the most with us. But we want to know what options and ideas you have. You know, how can we make your kitting processes work better? If you see opportunities to do things differently, let us know. Ultimately, we'll work with you guys to determine how you want your items to be kitted. We'll establish a proof before anything goes out as well. So custom boxes and tape. We have a variety of different vendors we work with on custom boxes. We can have full custom color boxes printed as well. Another really unique option that we have been working with a lot of folks on lately is printed craft tape here. So if you've ever seen the Amazon craft tape that's got their logo on it, we actually can get all of this printed. It's a really unique way to add some personalization to a box without spending a great deal of money on those full color custom boxes. And ultimately, we offer eco-friendly options as well. We're big on going green. We're big on working to do our part with sustainable packaging. So all of our unique, or not unique, but standardized packaging is brown craft cardboard boxes, and we use craft tape as well. So we can use plastic tape if people want, but we try to do our part and be as eco-friendly as possible. Last but not least, seamless communication. We are big on communication. I know everyone's had that experience when you call a customer service line and you sit there and you get on a phone tree and you have to dial 6 and then you dial 4 and it takes you forever to get to that person you need to go. All of our customers have direct contact with myself and our warehouse. As we get along in the process, we do have our customer service email. All those emails are looked at by our entire team, and all those emails will be answered this same day. Okay, so single point of contact with our customer service team. You can text, call, or email. No call centers, no phone trees. So, and that is it.
This is so cool. I'm really excited that we have these capabilities in our house now.
Good. And that's just scratching the surface. It's like I said, we got in this business to be able to tailor our solution to fit our clients' needs, not the other way around. We found that a lot of fulfillment centers and a lot of fulfillment partners basically have said, this is the way we do things. You fit in our box, take it or leave it. So, we have a lot of capabilities. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear, about what questions you have. If there's, projects you're looking to, just toss ideas back and forth, we're always happy to advise on what we've seen, what we've done, and go from there.
Phil, a couple questions coming in. Maria Perez asks, how do we get pricing, and is there specific pricing, and then are there add-ons?
Yeah, so what I'll do is Melissa, I don't know if you want me to send out our pricing. We have a PDF pricing sheet I can send to you if you want to distribute. I just got set up with the team on the AIA portal, so I can probably share it on there as well. I haven't had a chance to log in yet. So whatever's the easiest way, I'm happy to send that over to be mass distributed.
Just kidding. We've already got it in the system. If you go into MVP Central under Streamline, their price sheet is loaded into MVP Central already.
Can you send me what you have loaded in there? Because we've got an updated one that was just revised.
Yep.
It's the latest version, and we'll make sure everyone's got that.
Question from John King. Phil, what is the approximate timeline on the integration with eBlocks?
Great question. I need to follow up with New on that. We are in the processes with the developers of getting that API connection built out. I would say we're probably looking first week, second week of January at the earliest, just knowing that we're going into the holiday season. Everyone's got a lot on their plate, and right now we're at the mercy of our software developers. So I would say by mid-January we should have that connection fully ready for testing.
Adam Kaplan asked, he said, you mentioned Bright Stores. Do you know the InkSoft platform?
I don't know the InkSoft platform. So we do we connect with Bright Stores. Is InkSoft, is that, I've never heard of that one. Is that separate from is that another like Bright Stores or eBlocks style platform?
Adam, you want to take yourself off mute and you can answer that? Can't hear you, Adam. I have no idea what he's saying. He's not on mute, but I can't hear anything. He'll call you. Anybody else have any questions while we've got Phil on the line?
Hi. Yeah. Hi, Phil. This is Spring. I'd like to find out, do you ship, do you have a preferred method of shipping with UPS, FedEx? Can you ship also on our end user's account?
Great question. So we have contracts and partnerships with all the major carriers. We do domestic and international shipping. Our international volume has gone through the roof lately. And so we have the ability to ship international DDP as well. So really any carrier you wish we can ship with. Our preferred partner has been FedEx. They've been the best partner to us, to not only with pricing, but service as well. If there's issues, delays, they've been really, really responsive. And we ship about 30,000 packages, small parcel packages a month with them, and then about 20 to 30 truckloads of freight. So we've got really good volume with them. So that's usually who we tend to lean on. In terms of shipping on customer accounts, we will, but if we ship on their accounts, there is a drop ship fee of $3.50 per order to ship on customer accounts.
Okay.
We have a question from Sandra. She said, we have many seasonal projects with customers, like safety programs, where twice a year we send out about 300 items to home addresses. Is it worth using eBlocks, our company store websites, or would you be able to do this in the future?
Is it worth using eBlocks, was the question?
Right. For setting up a company store for twice a year kind of thing.
I don't know exactly what you guys have in place on the AIA end on how easy it is to set up those stores. If it's once or twice a year, or a seasonal project, a lot of times folks will send us Excel spreadsheets with the order, whether it's, if there's a size component, the address, what items go along, and we can batch those all in our system. So we can take that Excel spreadsheet and drop it into our warehouse management system and batch all the orders for picking that way. So I would say you can do it either way. I would probably tend to go with whatever is easiest on you guys.
Cool. Phil, have you ever heard of Spirit Sales from Stalls? It's a fundraising program. It's called Spirit Sale. It's by Stalls.
I have not.
It does the heat transfers and whatnot.
Nope.
It's a fundraiser program, kind of a online store for schools and whatnot.
Okay. Very cool. Not heard of that one yet.
I'm guessing there's quite a few different store platforms available.
There is. It's, we have, I believe there's close to 3,000 that we have pre-wired connections with. Above and beyond that, what we'll do is we just create custom wired connections. Now, with the custom connections, if we don't have a set integration that's pre-wired and already in place, it is a good chunk of money. So for us to create connections, e-blocks we're going to make that investment, but if it's a one-off here and there, it's probably not worth the cost unless there's a pre-wired connection.
Cool. Any other last minute questions? Spring, go ahead.
Yes, Phil, are you able to provide packaging material or things that we would like with our drop shipments?
Yes, absolutely. So we have a wide variety of suppliers we use for packaging material. We do stock a decent supply of packaging materials here in warehouse, but a lot of the times we will discuss what kind of packaging you're looking for, and we'll special order stuff in just for your product or your project.
Yeah, because I've worked with some other fulfillment houses, and a lot of times I'll just do the sourcing myself. It's another quick cut and adding the price into everything. So, there's a couple of packaging companies suppliers out there to do that through. So I just wanted to see, if that would work for you as well.
Yep, absolutely. We're happy to receive your packaging. What I will say is there's been instances where we've received customers' packaging that they've sent in and there's been issues. So we're really big on working to make sure the packaging, is produced or sourced properly before we receive it. For instance, we did a job a couple weeks back and the customer shipped us in 2,000 custom printed boxes, and they were the wrong size. They were like 18 by 33 by 35. So like double the size that they needed to be. And so then the customer had to deal with, do we want you guys to cut the boxes down and resize those cartons, which is very labor intensive, or do we want to ship out a box that's got a dimensional weight of 107 pounds? So there's instances like that create a lot of issues if the appropriate packaging is not sourced, because we go to produce your project, and if we don't have the right materials, then we have to stop and go ahead and order new materials, or it ends up being just a big cost burden.
Awesome. Well, if there's no other questions, I'll let you guys all get back to your day. And this will be recorded and put on our YouTube channel later today. So if anybody on your teams weren't able to join, we'll have that available for on demand.
Well, thank you guys very much. And please reach out with any questions you have. My cell phone and email are direct lines of communication to me. So any and all questions, please reach out.
Awesome. Thanks, Phil.
Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.